Hello, Wanderer. May I introduce you to the ceramic? The art produced here is some of the most beautiful in the Greek world. I envy the potter's skills, though I'm not quite as envious of their clay-stained hands. It's bad for the nails. The Keramikos was a special neighborhood in Athens, where potters created vases. This tour will take you... Come find me...
The Keramikos was a large, sprawling area northwest of Athens. While part of it was used as the Keramikos was so significant to the art form that, perhaps drawn by the river, it's believed that by the end of the 5th, including everything from sadly, only around 1% of these. Raw clay from a river was hardly fit for a potter's wheel. Athenian potters used clay that was rich in iron, which created the distinctive... But this the clay was first brought to settling beds. Once it was purified, workers need... One of the goals of these... Once the clay was cleaned, it was up to the potter to... Their choice depended on what shape. Potters did not work alone. A workshop... Potters collaborated with many different All in all, a single vase could be worked on by many different artists, with... After the pots were shaped and decorated, they were packed into... The process had 3 stages: oxidation, reduction. The main purpose of the chemical reactions caused... This also turned the designs... The most difficult part... It required and even the... Vases could be decorated before 500. At the end of this gave the art... Designs were sketched on thin relief lines. More elaborate vases were...
You've returned! As you can see, pottery now is... Then let's get right to it. What was responsible for the Correct! Athenian potters were on to the next. What were the chambers for firing? Correct. You're almost... The firing process was made... Correct. The 3... You... Then we must part...
Την αποσμήματα εκλεκτά. Τεθειμένοι στις πετροδόνες και εξορίξαν το της φρικτής εκ των κατόφιων λατομείων.
Καλώς. Έχουμε χειτώνας. Μοίρα την ακοσμήματα εκλεκτά. Να την αδυνάμενον ανεβρύνσει φλασκία είναι ωραία. Μηδενός.
Greetings, Wander. I love this agora. Where else could you... It's that kind... The agora is the beating heart of any Greek city. It is a place where all types of people, all manner of business is... When you finish exploring, come find me.
The agora. The area housed a market where people... It was also frequented by philosophers. Religion had its place as well. The painted stoa, the paintings were created in the stoa served as a public in 301 BC. Trade in the agora. There were 5 agora. This provided revenue to the city. The market benefited. The original temple of Apollo long remained. Eventually, inside the temple held the name patron.
Κρατεά και τρομερή Αθηνά. Δέξου την καινή μόνο επικαλούμες, εκλιπαρούμε.
The temple of Hephaestus overlooks the agora. From today it... But while this the temple was nearly every... The Theseus scenes gave... The Boulaterion was another building. It housed this council. Every month, the Prytaneus met. The Prytaneon, the Prytaneus, was the Prytaneus, the Prytaneon, the fire of... The Heliaia, judging Heliasts, a stipend of... In the Agora, and the permanent retail merchants and craftsmen who worked in the market could be citizens, foreigners, or even freed slaves. They sold everything with so much variety. The Heliaia wasn't the only. Historians believe it to be. These ballots were the reason trial. However, if a claim was small, public trials. The mint was where it is believed that much of the silver Athens was so.
You have now experienced. I hope the trip. If you have any. Very well. Let's begin. Which philosopher's school? Thales had an obsession. Socrates was... Yes, Zenon taught at time for... What other name has the... That is enough. The Boulaterion was where the council know... Correct. The name... Only one... When Athens lost the... Athenians used... their... No, it's quite difficult to... Correct. The Athenians... It's clear you are... Farewell. Welcome, wanderer, to the Democrat. The battles fought here may be more in... The Pnyx was the meeting place of the Athenian Assembly. This tour, we can talk...
The Athenian and each session, the word this was probably the location would be filled all male citizens, those over 20 years old. In total, there citizens came from the meeting was every session during the meeting. Afterwards, the ecclesia, while they could not While some citizens, magistrates they were often one of the most famous magistrates. In theory, however, for these reasons, originally, however, the decision to
Hello again. I trust. Is there anything? Then let's start. Approximately... Yes, there were approximately 30,000 to the sect. Who of the following was a famous Athenian? Leonidas... Yes, Pericles was only one question. What does the word... People may have met at the... Correct. The Pnyx was you know... Very well. Farewell.
Επάρατη ομολογάτε. Το κούσι αυτής είναι τραπεζί.
Greetings, wanderer. One that won't take... If Olympus is Zeus's sanctuary, then my house is my own. It is a place where... For an outgoing people like the Greeks, inside, look for me when...
The house, or oikos, was a residence for Greek families. Contrary to the courtyard was the house. The building itself was. Women were generally a term that inspired. A past archaeological. Greeks had no qualms about artisans like black. Similarly, women also, if the household. The inner courtyard was the nexus of the house. Functionally, it also sometimes housed. In the center of the courtyard was. Women would often use. Furthermore,
Κρατεά και τρομερή Αθηνά, δέξου την γενή ημών προσφορά. Εκλυπαρούμε του ελέου σου δια την γλυφθείως προσφορά και του χειριδίου ήμι. Ήθε τούτο ευχαριστήσισε, νινή.
the bathroom was located in the back of the house. Much like today, it was used. Most bathrooms had a lutein, mirrors, razors, strigils. Greek homes had kitchens where the family's meals were prepared. The Greeks did not often. They had mainly a grain-based diet, eating staples such as bread, porridge, or a barley cake called maza. They also occasionally ate poultry, fish, and other seafood, as well as fruits, vegetables, goat milk and cheese, and olive oil. Food was cooked on a tripod, or sometimes in a klibanos, which was a sort of mobile oven. Other cooking implements included braziers, mortars and pestles, a spit to hold food over a fire, platters, and frying pans. The family also used the kitchen to store food in containers called pithoi. Symposia were major social institutions in Greece. They were drinking parties held exclusively for men. The party took place in the men's section of the house. Food was served on low tables. During a symposium, men, musicians, dancers. However, wives and daughters were always excluded. The Pyrgos, or upper stories, was the women's quarter of the house, where they could pursue their activities and observe the city without being seen. The rooftops were also used in a special rite called the Adonia, a private celebration held at the beginning of spring. Women filled terracotta pots. These pots served as the women.
I hope you now have... What would you like to... Then let's start with a simple question. Which group of people celebrated the Adonia? Correct. The Adonia was celebrated. Let's move on to the next. Which of the following was known as the protector of the household? Apollo Patros. Keep trying, though. Athena Ergani was actually the god. No, this particular Zeus was known as Zeus of the Oath. Yes, Zeus Herkios protected the household. On to the final. Which of the following was not located in the bathroom? Correct. The Klivanos was a more... It seems you really know... Farewell, wanderer, and...
Κρατεά και τρομερή αχνά. Και ο ίνος ή εκ του πατρώου αμπελώνω.
Welcome, wanderer, to one of the most prestigious... I'd tell you, but The theater was where audiences gathered to watch plays. They were the highest form of art in Greece. When you're done taking in the sights and...
Theater is not in Athens. Comedy between 500 and when the response from then on. During the 5th century, it often functioned as a result in the theatrical competitions where Dionysus was the son of Zeus. Stories say that Zeus the Melee was tragically struck dead by the... This is why the name in Athens.
Επικαλούμε σε Μάκαρ, Πολιόνιμε, Περίπολε και Τελετάρχα, Θεόν Πάτερ, Ιβέ και Ιε, Σκυπτούχε, Κουρεδημάτορ, Βοτριόκοσμο, Οδηγέ των Κομμών.
In Athens, there were three the rustic Dionysias, the Linnea, and the great Dionysia. For the rustic Dionysia, the parades were full of, and participants wore drunkard. The Linnea was exclusively finally the great taking place over. The great Dionysia was supervised by the head. Among his duties, the 2 days before the Dionysia, a ceremony. The Dionysia finally began in earnest, with a procession to the gods. The next 2 days, the contest's outcomes were the judges placed their votes in an urn, and 5. All Athenian stage actors were male, regardless of whether they were playing men or women. Tragedies originally featured only one actor performing along, adding more during performance. The skene could be its roof. These gods on stage, for tragedies, they were adorned with while for comedies, centerpiece of it was a large choruses were composed of any Athenian chorus members also served as the equivalent. New costumes and masks, for example, one of his plays. Athens' Theatron, or performance space, could seat up to 17,000 people. Its excellent acoustics made it ideal for drama, but the theater was accessible to everybody. This did not mean that seating was free. The first rows were normally where priests and public. There is also evidence that men and women sat separately. During performances, they would shout, curse, and throw things depending.
Hello again, Wanderer. I hope your visit was entered. Though all art forms were Is there anything else you'd like to do? Really? Then let's begin. Who was Dionysos' mother? Koronis was Asklepios. Correct! Unfortunately, next, which competitions took place on the 2nd and 3rd days of the Great Dionysia? Yes, the Theramvi were hymns dedicated to Dionysos. And finally, which of the following is the oldest festival dedicated to Dionysus? You are correct. The Linnea was the... Congratulations, one. Then I will leave.
Ίσως ο Κύρος παρεδίασε την
Welcome to Athens, wanderer. More specifically, welcome to the musical hub of the city, the Odeon. Sometimes, when the burdens of life begin to weigh heavy on my shoulders, I come here, close my eyes, and surrender myself to the music. It makes me feel like I'm a child again. The Odeon was where musicians came to share their songs with the public. The melodies played here caught the wind and drifted through the air. Soothe. Come find me.
Music played an important part in almost every, whether attending a public gathering. Aristotle even wrote that music. Musical contests, or agones, were originally only held over time. For example, the Dionysia, while these contests in the early days of the competitions, but from the Hellenistic period, these prizes were large. The Odeon of Pericles was built sometime between the 440s and 430s BCE. The building was commissioned. The Odeon was also, according to ancient, a spoil of war. The building's roof was, in this sense, this structure. In ancient Greece, complicated. Meanwhile, a hymenaeus for more merit. However, plays were thought.
Hello again. Is there anything? Fancy yourself an expert on music? Then let's put your knowledge. Which of the following songs will... It's true that the Thiramvi were on the... Correct. Let's move on. The Odeon of Pericles. Correct. Not only was the design only one, according to Aristotle. Well, yes, but I'm not... Given that the... You are correct. You definitely... Farewell. Welcome to the gymnasium. There is no better setting for it. Education held a very important place in Greek society. The most prominent educators. Once your tour is...
Philosophy. This concept was in direct contrast with as of the sect due to the rise of Athenian citizens, such as being elected for all. Originally, Athens had no official school buildings for sophists and philosophers taught to recruit young pupils for long-term. The Cynosarges, at the beginning of the 4th century BC. Any free citizen was allowed to, however, as a result, these were meant to help with this specific, for example, Socrates and... Ancient Greek philosophy was multidisciplinary in nature. In addition to wisdom and law, for example, the philosophy's influence with Hippocratic physician and the treatise The famed philosopher Socrates had an ambiguous relationship with sophists. In Plato's dialogues, Aristophanes comments Socrates was he also differed from, unfortunately, his controversial Philosophy was not only a collection of ideas, but a way. According to these exercises, and philosophers Plato founded such a school, and the school was designed to groom students. It followed its
I can tell by the Don't be embarrassed. Is there anything else? You wish to test your wisdom? Very well. What does philosophy... Correct. Philosophia referred to time for... The Kinosaries was a sanction. I'm afraid the Kinosaries... Theseus was but the Kinos... Correct. It was the mighty Heracles. Now, which play by Aristophanes... The Wasps was a comet. Yes, the Clouds was a Plato even... Well... As you wish, Wanderer.
Amazing. You have now completed all available guided tours. Congratulations on your achievement and dedication to knowledge. We hope you have enjoyed your explorations into the rich history of ancient Greece. Even though you've done all the tours, there's still plenty left to see. There are hundreds of world stations to explore, mountains to climb, seas to swim, and sunsets to watch. Remember that you're welcome to return to guided tours at any time and replay your favorite ones. On behalf of the Assassin's Creed team, thanks for playing the Discovery Tour, and we hope to see you again soon.
Διιχνεύομεν τούτης την ιδέα της φύσεως και ορώμεν τας ενδείξεις των αοράτων βουλευμάτων τες συγκρούσεων των θεών προς εαυτούς.
Ο Εκέφρον αναγνωρεί τούτο. Τούτο εστί το όργανο ο χρήτες Σοφοκλής. Σοφόκλης. Η τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ...
ready, my king.
Tell me, Vinakis, have you ever gone fishing with your son?
No, never. A soldier's life is all I've had the honor to know.
I would have liked to have gone fishing with my son. But now... let us meet our fate, shall we?
Spartans! Every breath that you have taken has led you to this moment. Every drop of blood, sweat, and tear, all of it has led to where you stand right now. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood! What say you, Spartans? For our sons! For our daughters! For Sparta! Xerxes your head! Xerxes sends his sheep to slaughter. Come, Persian! I will bring Xerxes your head, you insolent Spartan fool! Come and get it! Your bloodline ends today, Spartan! I'll get drunk on your blood as the crows feed on your eyes! You will try, and you will fail! Xerxes is the king of kings! All will bow before him after I crush you! Come, fool! Enough talk! Time to die! My son is more of a warrior than you! Once I'm done with you, king, all of Sparta's sons will be slaves for Xerxes! Sparta's sons would rather die! That can be arranged! Not so tough without your army to protect you! Then why are you bleeding so much? No match for a Spartan!
We are betrayed, my king. Xerxes knows of the path behind the mountain. They are coming.
By dawn, you will be completely surrounded.
We are Spartans. When are we not?
Spartans. That word will mean nothing when Xerxes wipes your bloodline from the face of...
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Finally.
Wow, this is big, Layla. Do you really think it's the spear?
This is the one. The book was almost right on top of it. I've never been so lucky in my life. Okay, let's start her up.
Are you sure we can trust this thing? I mean, the book could be...
Just started, Victoria.
You're the boss. I'll prep it for you.
Okay, so, worth noting, I've made some changes since you were last in here.
There's no keeping up with the tech industry these days.
I can crank up the simulation to maximum sensory synchronization if you're up for it.
Full speed ahead. I want to see everything this baby's got.
Go big or go home. That's what I always say. Let me know if it's too intense for you. I can always change the settings later. This bit will let me know how much information will be fed to you during your time in the Animus.
give me as much information as you got. There's no way I'm going in there without some guidance.
Glad to help. You can always change your mind later. Listen, Layla, before you go off...
If this book is right, this spear, this story, it will change everything.
You're putting a lot of faith in a fairly unreliable source. Historian or not, this guy wrote about magical objects and the will of the gods.
He's not Homer. Herodotus was the first recorded historian, so there's a lot more truth in that text than you think. I mean, what better way is there of finding Isu artifacts than by trusting in the guy who claimed to meet an actual descendant?
I know, but...
I need you to trust me. You could be right. This spear, this book, it could all be crap. But something tells me it isn't, and I'm certainly not gonna let Abstergo find out first.
You're right. We haven't got much to lose anyway. There's just one small problem.
What is it?
This manuscript is in rough condition, to say the least. The DNA found on the spear has identified 2 different individuals. You're gonna have to pick which strand of DNA to pursue. The choice is yours.
She'll help us find what we're looking for. I have a good feeling about this.
All right, boss. We're finally good to go. 431 BCE, here we come!
The start of Peloponnesian War.
Good luck in there. No pressure or anything, but we're all depending on you.
Abstergo isn't gonna win this time. If what the book says is true and we do actually find the artifact, the assassins will finally have a chance to rise again.
You can do it!
Oh, and Victoria? Read the book. It holds the secrets I won't be able to find on my own when I'm in there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Arestitoni toro, idehira rositos tolondas, fefcardius proscopir, ton son Pagalenise, ionites perfectilion.
Hey! Shitface! Get down here! Cyclops got a message for you.
Tell your boss he can stick it.
That's for last week!
Malaka!
The Cyclops said you like to act tough, so act tough!
Get a little closer, and I will.
You should know by now. The Cyclops always collects his debts. You have a lesson to learn.
If the Cyclops wants to teach me, tell him to come here himself.
Never mess with the Cyclops!
Last week? This shit happens every week. I can't keep doing this. Nah. Thanks for the warning. Oh.
What happened to you?
It's nothing, Phoebe. All taken care of now.
The Cyclops again, huh? Hasn't he learned his lesson yet?
Apparently not. Of course. Help yourself.
You hungry too, Icarus? Do you think Zeus would bless me with an ego like he blessed you, Cassandra? Maybe you could ask him for me.
I'll try to put in a good word for you.
Finally.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, I almost forgot. Marcos is looking for you.
What does that weasel want now?
Don't know. He wants you to meet him at his new house. On his vineyard.
What? A vineyard? Malaka.
It's on the road to Sami. He says wine will make him rich.
Since when has he had a vineyard?
Yesterday, I think.
So, Marcos, who owes me drachmi, is buying vineyards. With what money?
I don't know.
Where can I find Marcus's new, beautiful estate?
You know the statue of Zeus on Mount Ainos? It's south of that.
Well, I guess I owe Marcos a little visit. Thank you, Phoebe.
I'll go tell Marcos you're coming.
My head.
Fun's over. Tell that one-eyed freak if he ever sends you here again, I'm gonna cut out his other eye and feed it to my bird. I'll see Marcos as soon as I'm dressed.
I'll have to go up top to get dressed. Let's get this on.
This boat's not meant for deep water. Thinking. I feel like I can't go out this far. There you are. Let's see what you've gotten yourself into this time, Marcos.
Βεβαίως, όλα προέρχονται εκ των πιεστηρίων έξωθεν της πόλεως. Ο εμός εξάδελφος έκτισε ταύτα. Σκοπί...
Guess this is the vineyard. Straight ahead.
Boss, I keep telling you, you can't do that.
Why? It's my farm. I can plant what I want.
The grapes will die here. All of them.
You have to forget what you know about the past, my friend. Together, we will revolutionize winemaking. Believe me, you will look back on this day and... Cassandra, thank the gods. Phoebe found you in time.
About grapes.
I can still hear you. I was worried sick. The Cyclops sent his scum to find you. I think they mean you harm.
I wish you would have told me that before they hit me. But that's beside the point. You bought a vineyard, Marcos? A vineyard?
Why not? I like wine, you like wine, everybody likes wine. Everybody buys wine. Why not from me?
Because you don't know how to grow grapes or make wine?
I'm a fast learner. You grow grapes on the vine, then you get some wine.
Is that simple, is it?
You know me better than to think I don't have a plan. Marcos always has a plan.
All right. Then do you have the money you owe me?
Do I have the money I owe you? Of course, of course. Well, no, not at the moment.
Then get it.
Instantly, my friend, instantly. But maybe you should do that. There is a merchant in Sami. I'm not very good at these things, as you know.
You want me to collect my own debt?
It's just waiting for you in Sami, my friend.
Who's the merchant?
Dhuris. You know Dhuris. He's very nice.
Dhuris? How stupid can you get? Stop giving him money!
He always pays me back.
After I threaten him.
Exactly. Everybody benefits. Dhuris gets his money, I get my interest, and you have work. Kefalonia is wonderful, is it not?
Where can I find Dhuris?
In a shop in Sami, overlooking the docks. You know this, Cassandra.
Will he be there?
You mistake me for the Pythia. I couldn't possibly know.
How do you want to handle this one?
Not like you handled that olive oil business. That was too much.
I got the money.
And now we'll never get any more from him. If you kill them all, nobody benefits. Threatening them, and maybe more. Breaking things, certainly. Steal the money if you have to. But don't rob me of my customers. Unless you can't avoid it. These things happen.
He'd better have my money, Marcos. I'd hate to have to sell our vineyard.
Of course he will. Oh, after there's another matter I want to discuss with you. After.
Fine, but I'm taking a horse. It's too hot and too long a walk to go on foot.
But...
think of it as interest, Marcos. Everybody benefits.
Of course, my friend. You shall have your pick.
The one in the middle. Tell me about it.
Ah, you have picked a beauty, my friend. That horse is from Thessalonia, bred for its courage.
Tell me about this one.
The Skyros. You have an eye for sturdy stock, my friend. That horse can cling to mountain passes like a goat.
Huh. I like the look of the one on the right.
Ah, the Macedonian. These are bred for battle. A true warrior's horse.
I've made my choice.
Which one will it be?
I'll take the one in the middle.
Fine choice. But this particular breed has a few quirks that you might not be aware of. I wouldn't want you to take an unworthy horse.
Maybe I should have another look.
Choose wisely.
That one. On the right.
That one?
Maybe I should have another look.
Choose wisely.
The one on the left.
That one?
Maybe I should have another look.
Choose wisely.
That one. On the right.
That one?
This is the one I want.
Are you sure? Because...
I'm sure, Marcos.
Everybody benefits. Especially you. You've chosen the great Phobos. He's never let me down.
Phobos.
Remember, meet me at the temple in Sami when you have your money from Dhuris. Ah, Efterpi. There's plenty of wine left to buy. Don't fret.
Not now, you fool. Phoebe's been taken.
By who?
Thugs of the Cyclops. Who else? Snatched her right off the main road.
Tell me where they went.
In the direction of Itimena Beach.
The beach? Can she swim?
I'll get her.
Yes, go. But don't forget about dear Dhuris, Cassandra.
Come on. Come on. Έλα. Come on. Έλα. Let's go. Off we go now. Easy. Let's go. Move. Let's go. Hold up.